Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Lewis Glover for Combat Sports UK here with UFC middleweight and the man with the best mustache in perhaps all of mixed martial arts, Joseph Ugly Man Holmes. How you doing?
I'm doing great, bro. Sorry the mustache isn't done right now. I've been busy today. But appreciate you having me.
No problem at all, no problem at all. You're going to be fighting Claudio Ribeiro, UFC 288, less than 2 weeks away now. We're getting close to crunch time. How's the preparation going for you?
It's great, man. Things finally came together. Now I'm just in a nice little cruiser area where I'm just cruising into my weight. So just, it's not the funnest time, but just got to get the weight off and I'm ready to go.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. What's your diet looking like at the moment? What's getting you through the day?
I just had a smoothie. I had a banana, strawberry, papaya smoothie, spinach and stuff in it. That was cool. I'll eat something tonight too, but I got some more training before I can eat.
Fair enough. That smoothie does sound pretty good though. Nice and nutritious and delicious. So UFC 288, man, it's gonna be a huge event. I believe it's your first numbered event that you're fighting on for the UFC as well. Do you anticipate fight week and the build-up is going to be any different than what you've experienced, or are you just going in with your routine, how you do things, and taking it sort of all in step?
I'm pretty excited to see what it'll be like. Every fight I've been in so far with the UFC it's all been new. Like each time I've went back, I've experienced something new for the first time. So I'm very excited to see what as you called it, a numbered event is like. Walking out and having fans there. I've been having a lot more fun meeting fans too, like the real fans. The ones that are educated. The one that know my face, just walking the streets. So it's cool, man. I look forward to feeling that energy. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm sure as you get into town for fight week, there's going to be a lot of people recognizing you, people wanting photos, all that fun stuff that comes with being a fighter in the UFC. You've been working with War Training Center in Houston, as I've seen online, and working to round out your game. Can you just share with us a little bit what you've been working on and the improvements we can expect to see from you come fight night at UFC 288?
Yeah, no, I've been working heavily on footwork because I didn't really realize up until I met them that my feet weren't under me like I thought they were. I know I'm a tall guy, but I saw a lot in my film. Because they showed me a bunch of, sorry, I got an alarm that just went off.
Oh, good.
But because they showed me a bunch of film of me leaning or, reaching when I'm throwing different strikes and combinations and stuff. And then now they've shown me footage of, the after we've been fixing it for months and, really trying to start using my feet and, throwing combinations and circling out and being able to use my feet to do that. So I think that's been one of the biggest adjustments that I've made this camp. And I look forward to showing that. I think it'll be obvious when you see the volume that I'll be able to strike and moving my feet so guys can't just like grab me like they have in the past. So
awesome. Yeah, we look forward to seeing that. And with that work put in, how do you now feel your skill set and some of your newly acquired skills are going to match up with your opponent?
I think it'll match up very well. I think you guys are in for a treat, man, because this guy seems game. I heard him saying something about being like MMA's Mike Tyson or something. So, implying that he's going to be, looking to throw some heat and really get some stuff going on the stand-up. That's what I look forward to. I've been trying to show, what I have as far as, on the stand-up game, since I've been in the UFC, and, it just seems that I'm either too good or, a guy just doesn't want to stand up with me after he feels it, where I got the knockdown and then the choke. And then, my last fight, I was just getting going on the stand up and all he wanted to do was grab me and wrestle the rest of the match. So I look forward to having a guy who's very confident in his hands, and I've been working on my feet. So I'm going to dance with him, man. I don't need to take you down, bro. If you want to stand up, I look forward to standing and banging for sure.
That sounds like the ingredients for what is sure to be an excellent fight. And as we've seen in recent months with these big events, with lots of fans in the building, Dana White likes to get a little more generous with those post-fight bonuses as well. So, you know,
I heard that. I heard that. That's exciting.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. Get ready to try and call out for one of those. I also, Joe, I wanted to ask you. You're obviously putting in a tremendous amount of work in preparation for this fight, as I'm sure you do for every fight. But you also balance this with working as a strength and conditioning coach as well. How are you able to juggle all of that? And you know, do you have to change your schedule around once you get into camp? It must be a huge workload for you.
Dude, this camp has been so busy, but I'm so fortunate and lucky to have met Christian Sobranos at Push Fitness in my city. He has been so flexible, so understanding. Man, just the experience with him has been phenomenal. He's every week is different, and he contacts me at the beginning of each week, and we set it up because man, I can't dictate where my schedule is right now. There's like so little time, but so much work to do. So I'm very fortunate to have met Christian, and he's worked around my schedule every step of the way. So I haven't had to change my schedule around too much to get the work in with him.
That's great. And one of the other things that keeps you busy as well is the Ugly Truth Fight Picks on YouTube there. How much do you enjoy creating content as a hobby?
Dude, I was nervous at first at how that would go because, you know, at first I did watch a lot of fights and I am a fight fan, but I didn't know if I could compete with some of you guys who really are like dedicated fans of the sport and like, you know, your stuff, you know, like, so I was nervous at first, but uh excuse me, my man, he makes it super easy, and he really knows his stuff. So every show is just, you know, he sends me the card, and then the way he lays it out, brother, he does it so well. And we get a new guest on every week too, and they know a lot of stuff too. So I just chime in and give my 2 cents, but other than that, they go at it. But it's super fun. I have a lot of fun doing it.
That's awesome. And that's what it's all about, man. Just jumping on there, chatting about fights, chopping it up. It's awesome. And I saw on your last episode, you were interrupted mid-episode to go and pee in a cup and give a little sample over to USADA. Is that the most inconvenient timing you've had? Or if not, what's the most inconvenient timing you've had for a call from to go pee in a cup?
You know, that's actually a good question. That may be the most inconvenient. I remember being in Houston. I had my son and my girl with me, and we had just left the gym, picked up dinner, and got to the hotel room, and we're just about to sit down and eat. And I'm getting a call that I almost ignored because I didn't have it saved in my phone. But it was a Houston area code, so I thought to answer it, and it was I want to say his name is Richard, or I can't remember his name, but with USADA calling me like, "Where you at?" I'm like, you know, like mid-bite, like, oh, dude.
So what happens in that instance? You don't know the number, you don't pick up. Like, does he just keep calling you to blowing up your phone till you pick up?
He would have either kept calling or he probably would have just showed up at my hotel room. Honestly, he probably would have.
Fair enough. I'm here to watch you pee. So since you've been enjoying making picks as you know, part of your foray into content creation, I've got to ask you, UFC 288, who are you picking first of all in the main event for the 135-pound title, and now in the new recently announced co-main event between Bilal Muhammad and Gilbert Burns at 170 pounds?
I like that welterweight fight. I do think, you know, man, I think that Bilal can surprise us, man. I think that Gilbert's kind of been straying away from his you know, like I feel like years ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago with Gilbert Burns, he had a little bit more like fierceness to him, you know, a little bit more like want to kill his opponent. Not literally, but you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
I think that Bilal was a little bit more hungry right now. And this might be his time, man. I think that he's been working hard for a while. I think this is his time. But as far as the main event, I think I got Aljo, man. He's both guys good grapplers. Henry obviously has his gold medals or whatever. Yeah. But you know, this is MMA, dude. And
Right.
Aljo has a great MMA well-roundedness, and his stand-up is super awkward, dude. And Yeah, Henry's one of the best, and I don't know. I think this is Aljo's time. So those are my picks.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we definitely look forward to seeing how those unfold. They're going to be some banger fights. Joe, you've been very generous with your time. I just got one more question for you, and then I'm going to let you get on. I can see you're on the road here. I saw on your Instagram you recently visited a new Japanese restaurant. It looked incredible. And so my question to you is, if you had to eat a single cuisine for the rest of your life outside of fight camp and dieting to make weight and all that stuff, what would it be? What cuisine are you going? This is me done. I could eat this every day.
Dude, it would have to be Hawaiian food, man. Hawaiian food is, oh, dude. You go to 7-Eleven in Hawaii, bro, and they have all the best stuff, dude. You could just grab it there. So I'd probably go with Hawaiian food.
That's awesome. I've never personally tried Hawaiian food, and honestly, I didn't know much about it. One of my favorite shows to watch on Netflix is Somebody Feed Phil, and the episode that he went to in Hawaii was, yeah, it certainly gave me another incentive to go there, other than the beautiful beaches and the scenery.
That's some good food, man. Yeah, go get you some Hawaiian food, man.
All right, I certainly will. Joe, you've been very gracious with your time. I'm going to give you the last word now. If you want to shout out any sponsors or just any thanks to anyone who's been supporting you through this fight camp.
Sure, yeah. Shout out to my guy Phil Heath with Lockstep Arms. If you're a gun guy, go check out his Instagram page. Shout out to you, Lewis. I appreciate your time, man. You've been awesome and a lot of fun.
I appreciate your time as well, Joe. All of us here at Combat Sports UK wish you the very best of luck at UFC 288. And yeah, I hope we can talk again soon.
Absolutely, man. Give me a call after the fight, bro. After I knock him out, bro. We can have a chat.
All right, I look forward to it. Take care, Joe. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Later, brother. Thank you.
Bye-bye.